Well, today we will solve the problem way too long words, number 71A, difficulty level 800, topic strings. Problem says as follows. Sometimes some words like localization or internationalization are so long that writing them many times in one text is quite tiresome. Let's consider a word too long if its length is strictly more than 10 characters. All too long words should be replaced with a special abbreviation. This abbreviation is made like this. We write down the first and last letter of a word, and between them we write the number of letters between the first and last letters. That number is in decimal system and doesn't contain any leading zero. There we have everything we need to resolve this problem. Looking at the input, we need to understand why word remains the same on the output and localization is written as L10N. Well, if the word is less than 10 characters, then it remains the same, but if it's longer than 10, then you take the first, the last letter, and write the number of letters between the first and last. With this information, we can begin to code. First, we create a variable called word, where we receive the input. We write a strip in order to remove any undesired spaces, and we write an if-else condition. If the length of word is bigger than 10, then we print the first and the last letter. And in Python, in order to write this successfully, we will take the 0 index of the word and the -1 index, which will always take the last character of a word. But how do we write the code in between? Well, we have already 2 characters of the word on taking the first and last letter, so we can just subtract 2 from the length of the word, and then we will have the number of letters between them. I add also a string in order to change its format. After it, we should just write else print word, which is referring to if the length is less than 10, then just print the word. But that's not all. As you can see in the input, we have several words. Therefore, it's better if we create a loop. And in order to do that, I create a variable called number of words. I transform the input in string to integer, and then I just set for underscore in range number of words. This is telling us to just loop in all given words. I use the underscore here. It's not relevant, name of the list here, therefore I use underscore. When I run this code, I encounter a problem which was not clear for me at first, but then I noticed that I didn't make any space between for and the underscore. And after I debug it, then it worked perfectly. It ran successfully all tests in Codeforces. And that will be it. I hope that I have helped you. In order to make it easier to find the code, I have created a repo in GitHub where you can download the code, where you can create pull requests to contribute to this project.
Have a good week. See you in the next video.